Iceland is often called one of the most stunning countries on Earth. If you've been lucky enough to visit, you'll know why. And if you haven't yet, I'm pretty sure you'll agree after hearing what makes Iceland so extraordinary. This land of volcanoes, glaciers, and breathtaking landscapes has captivated not just travelers, but even Hollywood filmmakers. Think of scenes from Prometheus, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Game of Thrones, and Interstellar, all shot in Iceland. Let's dive into 100 amazing facts about this spectacular country. 1. Iceland isn't just a spot to see the northern lights. It's one of the best front row seats to one of nature's greatest miracles. Imagine standing in the freezing night air, bundled up tight, as waves of green, purple, and blue swirl above you like a living painting. 2nd, summers in Iceland are surreal. The sun barely touches the horizon, bathing everything in a dreamlike golden light. Walking through the hills at midnight feels like stepping into another realm, one where time itself has paused just for you. 3rd winters tell a different story, where darkness creeps in for most of the day. Yet, the short daylight hours bring an ethereal, soft glow that makes even the frost-laden streets of Reykjavik look like they're pulled from a fairy tale. 4. Christmas in Iceland isn't just a holiday. It's an explosion of joy, tradition, and a little mischief. Homes are aglow with twinkling lights, and children await gifts not from Santa alone, but from 13 mischievous Yule lads. 5. With its snowy landscapes and shimmering ice fields, Iceland transforms into an untouched wonderland each winter. It's as if the country dons a sparkling white cloak to dazzle visitors and locals alike. 6. The island was first known as Schneeland, meaning land of snow, a name as poetic as the country itself. It captures the very first impression Viking explorers had when setting eyes on the pristine, frozen land. 7. Reykjavik, with its colorful rooftops and cozy coffee shops, proudly claims the title of the world's northernmost capital. Here life thrives against the odds, resilient and radiant in a place kissed by the Arctic winds. 8. Roughly 11% of Iceland's surface is covered in cooled lava fields, creating eerie, otherworldly landscapes that look like they belong on the surface of Mars. 9. Though small in population, Iceland boasts a territory size rivaled only by the UK. Among European islands, vast, rugged, and wild, it invites you to lose yourself in its endless horizons. 10th. Turf houses, with their grass-covered roofs, are a living reminder of how Icelanders once blended with nature, building homes that rose organically from the earth itself. 11. In Iceland, naming your child isn't just a personal choice. It's a matter of cultural pride. Parents must choose from a list of approved names, preserving the rich language and traditions that have shaped this isolated island nation. 12th. Icelandic surnames aren't passed down like in most places. Instead, your last name tells a story. You are your father's or mother's son or daughter, proudly linked to your lineage. 13. Hello! It's a simple greeting, but hearing it in Iceland carries a warmth that cuts through even the harshest winter winds. 14. Names like John, Sigurdur, and Gudmundur echo through Icelandic history, while Gudrun, Anna, and Kristen remain timeless favorites among women. 15th. Icelanders stand tall, not just in spirit, but literally among the tallest people on Earth, as if closer to touch the dancing auroras above. 16. The Strákar geyser doesn't just erupt, it performs. Every few minutes, it bursts skyward, a reminder of the wild energy simmering just below your feet. 17. With roughly 600,000 sheep compared to 400,000 people, the odds are clear. If you visit Iceland, you're vastly outnumbered by fluffy companions. 18. Prepare your wallet. In Iceland, even a simple meal can cost a small fortune, but each bite, every sip, is a testament to the effort it takes to thrive in such an isolated land. 19. Legends of elves and hidden people aren't dusty old tales here. They weave into daily life, a whispered presence between the rocks and mossy fields. 20. Every year, Icelanders celebrate festivals that honor the unseen, a touching nod to the country's deep respect for the mysteries of nature. 21. Fireworks don't just light up the New Year's sky, they guide wandering elves to find new homes. It's a brilliant blazing tribute to the island's mythological heart. 22. Imagine standing on a rugged boat, salt spray on your face, as giant whales breach beside you. In Iceland, whale watching isn't an activity. It's a memory you'll treasure forever. 23. With average monthly salaries topping $3,600, Icelanders enjoy one of the highest standards of living in the world, a reward for their resilience and innovation. 24th. Hakarl, or fermented shark, challenges even the boldest foodies. It's not just a meal, it's an Icelandic rite of passage. 25. Alcohol was banned until 1989, and even today, Beer Day is celebrated with a reverence reserved for national triumphs. 26. Floating in the warm, milky blue waters of the Blue Lagoon, steam rising around you against a backdrop of lava fields feels like bathing inside a dream. 27th. Puffins are the clowns of the cliffs, bright-beaked, adorable, and an inseparable part of Iceland's coastal charm. 28. The Westman Islands host more puffins than people, a living festival of flapping wings and colorful beaks every summer. 29th. Icelandic horses are not just small and strong. They carry the spirit of Viking journeys, their unique tolt gait, a rhythmic dance over harsh terrain. 30. At Þingvellir National Park, you can literally walk between continents, tracing the rift where Europe and North America drift apart millimeter by millimeter. 31. Beneath the ancient rocks of Þingvellir National Park lies a heartbeat. The historic Althing, one of the oldest parliaments in the world, where Viking settlers gathered under open skies to forge the laws of their newborn society. 32. In Iceland, foss means waterfall, and there's hardly a valley or hill without one. Water tumbles from cliffs and glaciers, painting the landscape with endless white ribbons. 33. Skógafoss, the most powerful waterfall in Europe, doesn't whisper. It roars, thundering with a primal energy that shakes the very ground beneath your feet. 34. On the black sand beaches of Reynisfjara, towering basalt sea stacks stand like sentinels, silent, brooding reminders of a world shaped by fire and time. 35. Iceland's musical magic flows through bands like Kaleo, whose bluesy anthems capture the soul of the rugged landscapes they call home. 36. Hafthor Julius Björnsson, known worldwide as the Mountain from Game of Thrones, wasn't just a character. He is Iceland's embodiment of strength, towering at over 2 meters tall. 37. From soulful singers to fearless actors, Iceland punches far above its weight in the arts, channeling the isolation and beauty of its land into unforgettable performances. 38. In 1980, Iceland elected Vigdís Finnbogadóttir, the world's first democratically chosen female president, a landmark moment that still inspires. 39. Hitchhiking across Iceland can feel like stepping into a Norse saga. Vast, empty roads, towering glaciers, and, if you're lucky, a kind stranger ready to share their story. 40. Icelanders work some of the longest hours in Europe, yet they weave work and play into a life rhythm shaped by harsh winters and boundless summers. 41. 3 Miss World titles have been claimed by Icelandic women, a reflection of both inner and outer beauty, nurtured by a country that prizes individuality. 42. With over 100 words for snow, the Icelandic language paints winter with a palette as varied as the storms themselves, from gentle flurries to blinding blizzards. 43rd. Meet Gryla, the ogress who prowls during Christmas time, sniffing out misbehaving children. Icelandic folklore doesn't sugarcoat, it teaches through unforgettable stories. 44. Beware the Yule Cat. According to tradition, only those who receive new clothes for Christmas are spared from this enormous feline prowling the snowy hills. 45. Icelanders live long and live well, with life expectancy hovering around 83 for women and 80 for men, a testament to clean air, pure water, and a resilient spirit. 46. The population hovers close to a perfect split, 48% women and 52% men, each side carrying the traditions, hopes, and dreams of their forebears. 47. In Iceland, you can drink straight from streams, rivers, and taps without fear. The water here is as pure and ancient as the glaciers that birthed it. 48. English is spoken almost everywhere, making this remote land surprisingly accessible, though many Icelanders also sprinkle in a few phrases of Danish for good measure. 49. Genetic studies reveal that while Icelandic men trace mostly to Norse roots, many women descend from Celtic settlers, a blend of fierce independence and rich storytelling traditions. 50. Imagine a summer night free from the buzzing of mosquitoes. In Iceland, it's not a dream, it's reality. These tiny nuisances simply don't exist here, adding one more layer of magic to your stay. 51. Iceland rests atop the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, a giant underwater mountain range that splits two continents. Here, you can literally stand with one foot in North America and the other in Europe, a surreal moment where geology turns into personal memory. 52. Geologically speaking, Iceland belongs to both Europe and North America, a bridge between worlds where cultures, histories, and landmasses collide. 53. In a moment of sporting magic, Iceland's tiny population stunned the world by defeating England in Euro 2016, showing once again that heart and unity can move mountains. 54. Iceland is the only NATO country without a standing army, choosing peace and neutrality in a world often dominated by conflict. 55. The humble eider duck gave the world the word duvet, thanks to Icelandic traditions of harvesting the precious down to create warm, life-saving bedding. 56. Ring Road, or Route 1, encircles the entire island like a belt, connecting scattered villages, vast plains, fierce volcanoes, and glittering glaciers into one epic road trip of discovery. 57. At Diamond Beach, shimmering chunks of ancient glacier ice lie scattered across black volcanic sands, glittering like jewels under the endless sky. 58. Icelanders are among the most voracious readers on Earth, a nation where stories and sagas are not just entertainment, but a way of breathing history into life. 59. Hallgrímskirkja. Church rises like a prayer made of stone, its unique design echoing the lava flows and basalt cliffs that shape the Icelandic soul. 60. Only about 23% of Iceland's land supports vegetation. The rest remains raw, elemental, a living sculpture of ice, rock, and fire. 61. In some valleys, warm rivers run naturally, inviting you to slip in, relax, and soak away your worries while mountains loom silent around you. 62. Hiking across the glittering expanse of Sólheimajökull Glacier feels like walking on another planet, each crunching step a reminder of nature's slow but relentless power. 63. In winter, crystalline blue ice caves form within glaciers, glowing from within like magical chambers hidden beneath the earth. 64. Iceland is a pioneer in harnessing geothermal energy, drawing power from the hot springs and molten veins beneath its rocky skin. 65. Wi-Fi is so widespread that you can check your email on a remote sheep farm. It's one of the most connected, isolated places on the planet. 66. Jules Verne's journey to the center of the Earth was inspired by Snæfellsjökull, a mystical glacier-capped volcano that continues to capture imaginations today. 67. In Reykjavik, it's not unusual to see babies bundled up and left in prams outside cafes, napping peacefully in the bracing fresh air, a testament to trust and tradition. 68. Iceland's national flower, Holtasoli, blooms low to the ground, its delicate white petals surviving against brutal Arctic winds with quiet, stubborn grace. 69. The gerfalcon, a regal bird of prey, is Iceland's national bird, a fitting symbol for a land that soars proudly against the elements. 70th Svíd, or boiled sheep's head, is not just a meal but a bridge to Iceland's roots, a tradition born from a time when survival meant using every part of what nature provided. 71. If you have a sweet tooth, Iceland will surprise you with bragderfur, a dessert where candy, fruit, and cookies are blended into ice cream, pure joy in a cup, and every spoonful feels like a tiny festival. 72. Legends swirl around Skógafoss waterfall. It's said that a chest of treasure was hidden behind the cascade by a Viking settler, and on sunny days, rainbows dance through the mist like nature's attempt to point you to it. 73. Along the shores of Tunga and the beaches of the West Fjords, you can spot seals basking lazily on rocks, their glossy coats shining under the Arctic sun as they watch you with curious, knowing eyes. 74. Near Tálknafjörður in the West Fjords, natural hot springs bubble quietly, inviting visitors to relax in pure, untouched pools without a hint of commercial fanfare. Gifts from the earth to weary travelers. 75. In Ísafjörður, the West Fjords Heritage Museum is tucked into one of Iceland's oldest houses. Walking inside feels like stepping through a door in time, into the lives and struggles of seafarers who wrestled with the fierce North Atlantic. 76. Reykjavik's Sun Voyager sculpture isn't just metal-shaped like a Viking ship. It's a dream of discovery, a modern tribute to journeys taken and those still waiting beyond the horizon. 77 Laugavegur, Reykjavik's oldest shopping street, hums with life, color, and creativity. Its name means the water road, a nod to the days when people carried laundry to the thermal pools nearby. 78. New waterfalls constantly emerge across Iceland, birthed by retreating glaciers and volcanic reshaping. It's a land still being written, one droplet, one cascade at a time. 79. Herlin, Reykjavik's shining glass dome atop hot water tanks, holds a recreated ice cave inside. Stepping into it, you feel the crunch of real snow underfoot, a little pocket of Arctic wonder within the city. 80. Icelanders are fiercely proud of their sports, soccer, basketball, volleyball, but nothing quite captures their national spirit like handball, where passion and teamwork light up every match. 81. Only 7 land mammal species call Iceland home, including the charming Arctic fox, who thrives in the snowdrifts and volcanic deserts alike, a true survivor against the elements. 82. Despite its chilly reputation, Iceland has no subway system. Reykjavik relies on a mix of walking, buses, and personal cars to keep the city moving in harmony with nature. 83rd Kest Matur, a traditional dish of fish stomachs stuffed with spices, might sound intimidating, but it's a culinary echo of Iceland's need to honor every harvest from sea and land. 84. Brennivín, often called the Black Death, is Iceland's signature schnapps, a bracing drink made from fermented potato mash and caraway that's not for the faint of heart. 85. Importing pets like reptiles or certain dog breeds is heavily restricted in Iceland, reflecting the island's commitment to protecting its fragile ecosystems. 86. Boxing was banned in Iceland until 2002. Today, while still not widespread, the spirit of resilience and physicality that once kept it outlawed now finds new outlets in other sports. 87. Vatnsdalshnúkur stands proudly as Iceland's tallest peak, soaring to 2,109 meters. Climbing it is no easy feat. It's a battle against steep ice fields and fierce winds. 88. Dense forests are rare across Iceland. Those that exist, like in Thorsmork, are precious and fiercely protected, with each tree standing as a sentinel of slow, patient rebirth. 89. Iceland has one of the world's highest rates of Nobel laureates per capita, even if it only has one. The legendary Halldór Laxness, whose novels captured the stubborn beating heart of his homeland. 90. Lathrabjarg cliffs rise like colossal guardians over the sea, providing nesting grounds for millions of birds, including puffins, who peer down at the crashing surf with unblinking eyes. 91. Even though bananas are a tropical crop, Iceland grows them inside greenhouses, heated by natural geothermal energy, proving once again that in Iceland, nothing is impossible. 92. Vatnajökull, Europe's largest glacier, is so vast that it covers nearly 8% of Iceland's total landmass, a glittering, breathing giant of ice. 93. In the weeks before Christmas, Icelandic children leave shoes on windowsills, awaiting gifts or pranks from the 13 mischievous Yule lads, a delightfully chaotic holiday tradition. 94. Iceland has one of the most complete genealogical databases in the world, allowing citizens to trace their ancestry back for centuries, weaving an intricate tapestry of familial connection. 95. Harpa Concert Hall shimmers on Reykjavik's harbor like a crystal born of light and ocean, its ever-shifting facade catching every hue of the sky. 96. Iceland has 3 breathtaking national parks, Vatnajökull, Þingvellir, and Snæfellsjökull, each a sprawling monument to untouched wild beauty. 97. There are more registered vehicles than people in Iceland, a testament to the love of freedom and exploration that courses through its culture. 98. Before new roads or developments are built, Icelanders often consult mediums to ensure they don't disturb elf habitats, a charming tradition that blends folklore with environmental respect. 99. Ísafjörður boasts the oldest standing house in Iceland, dating back to 1734. A sturdy reminder of the island's deep and enduring roots. 100. Finally, no trip to Iceland is complete without tasting a hot dog from Bæjarins Bestu Pilsur, famously praised by Bill Clinton himself. Some say it's the best hot dog in the world. And who are we to argue? Iceland isn't just another destination. It's an experience, a story, and a dream rolled into one icy, fiery package. Which fact was your favorite? Tell us in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more incredible journeys.